Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention? Wow. Well, hello, Centurion Nation. Thank you for coming tonight. First, I want to thank the gurus and everybody who helped out for this fabulous dinner. Thank you so much for providing this for us. What a treat it is before Senior Day. This was something that Katie had wanted to do for us, and we're greatly appreciative. But when the weather really started to turn bad for Saturday, it seemed like a perfect setting to be able to celebrate our seniors tonight. And so that's the other reason we're here. And we thank you, parents and families, for coming because we have, you can see, a big group of seniors, 11 seniors, and I know there's a few others that super seniored this year that were involved last year, so about 14 total that are heading off, flying the nest from your homes, from our family here, and we want to celebrate them. And it's way deeper than football. My prayer, it's been great. Some of them have been here for the 4 years that I've been head coach. Some have come since then, whether it's 1 year, 4 years, however many years. You're part of our family, and you're part of this program, and you will always be family to us. I think first and foremost, the one thing that I hope that we've tried to create beyond the games, beyond wins and losses, beyond bowl championships and things like that, is that you'll look back and see your time here is something really special that helped mold you into the young men that you're becoming and are going to become. Because in the end, that's our ultimate goal, is to come beside you parents and to help you mold the next generation of young men. And so I hope that you guys look back at the good times, you guys look back at the wins and whatnot, but that you really look at the Centurion program as something that really meant something in your life, and I hope you stay in touch and whatnot. That aside, each one of you have participated, immensely in building this program, building it to what it is this year, and we thank you for that. And pray that the remaining rest of this season, we can just have an awesome finish to this season and give it all we got, and see where it takes us, guys. So it's been a fabulous year. I've enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it. I think a lot of people thought when my son left, it was over for me, and I've had maybe more fun this year because of all you guys, because of this whole community, and love every one of you, and really looking forward to finishing strong, going to Florida and letting it all hang out with you guys and just let it rip and see what comes of it, But other than that, thank you guys. Appreciate you, and so glad that each and every one of you have been a part of this program, and I wish you the best, and we'll always be here for you guys in the future. And so with that, congratulations on finishing strong in your high school years, and we pray for what's next for you guys. That's it. Just them? All right, if we could get all the seniors who are going to be recognized tonight to go over to Mrs. Stanley. And then as we call them up, then we'll have your family join you up front. So guys like Braden Cap, you need to walk over there to Mrs. Stanley, just the players right now. And if we could get the coaches to come up front here, so as each group comes together, we're going to get a picture. So if we could have the coaches come on up.
And while everybody's getting ready right now, just want to remind all the players that registering for Florida has to be done by Monday. So if you have not registered for the Florida tournament yet, make sure you do that. We have to get everybody registered and taken care of. Oh, you guys are in trouble now. Coach is coming back over.
Everybody's talking. Hey, listen up. Listen up. Super important. Super important. We need to get everybody registered for Florida by Monday. So if you haven't done so, please get on it this weekend and get registered. I'm serious. You're not going to want to miss this year's trip with what's coming.
All right, looks like we're going to go ahead and get started here now, everybody. We could stop clapping and smacking the table there, young ladies. Thank you. Thank you very much. So first, we have Braden Cap. Yeah! And Braden's parents are Michael and Kimberly Cap. After high school, he plans to attend college and study pre-law. His favorite Bible verse is Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. His biggest influence has been my parents. They've helped shape me into the person I am today. They've instilled the value of hard work, dedication, and commitment to all things in life. And he would like to thank my parents, my family, and all my coaches and teammates. That's again, Braden Cap. And next up, we have Luke Athanasius DeGance. His parents are John Paul and Christina DeGance. After high school, my plan is to attend college next year in the school God has planned for me. I will major in business and get a minor in psychology. I will continue to use the gifts that God has blessed me with and look forward for an opportunity to play football at the next level. His favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 4:25. Let your eyes look directly forward and your gaze will be straight before you. His biggest influence has been his parents have been the biggest influence in my life. They have helped me to grow into a young man that loves his family and always puts God first. I want to first and foremost thank God again for blessing me with the ability to play football. I want to thank my parents for helping me on this long journey of loving God, getting to know Him, and serving Him. I also want to thank all the moms and teammates who carpooled me after practice through my freshman, sophomore, and junior years. Although it might not have smelled very nice in the car, they still put up with us. I also, last but not least, want to thank my coaches and teammates for not only teaching me and helping me improve in football, but also helping me to form me into the man that can work to be great and stay humble. Again, that was Luke DeGance. All right. Next we have Patty Gareau. His parents are Mike and Katie Gareau. After high school, he plans to attend college. Notre Dame is my first choice. I am interested in studying engineering or law. His favorite Bible verse is Luke 14:11, because everyone that exalteth himself shall be humbled, and he that humbleth himself be exalted. His biggest influence? My dad, because he encourages me to work hard and is a good example to follow. He would like to thank you to the football coaches for volunteering their time and guidance, and Mrs. Stanley, who is in charge of the coaches and players. Without Mrs. Stanley, nothing would get done. So again, that was Patty Guro. And next up, we have David Mark Johnston III and his parents. Are David and Erin Johnston. After high school, I plan to attend Appalachian State University. I am applying to their ROTC program. After graduating, I will join the Army and then see where God leads me from there. His favorite Bible verse is 2 Timothy 4:7 and 8. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Now there is in store for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award me on that day, and not only to me, but also to those who have longed for his appearing. His biggest influence, my dad, because he has taught me what it means to be a good man of God. I would like to thank all of my coaches for all the time they have put into the team and taken out of their day-to-day lives. I would also like to thank my parents and my second mother, Mrs. DeGance. Last but not least, my amazing teammates. They are my brothers, and I love them all so much and wish them the absolute best. And that was David Johnston. Next, sorry if I get your middle name wrong, Ian Vantile Martin. His parents are Jeffrey and Abram Martin. After high school, he plans to go to college and major in political science. His favorite Bible verse is Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. His biggest influence. My parents have undoubtedly had the biggest influence on my life. From a young age, they instilled in me the importance of hard work, honesty, and treating others with kindness and respect. Throughout my life, my parents have been a constant source of guidance and support, especially during challenging times. They've always been there to offer advice or lend a listening ear. I feel fortunate to have such a wonderful parent, and I know that I wouldn't be the person I am today without their influence. And I'd like to thank my family, the Centurions family, and God. And that was Ian Martin. Next, we have Michael McLaughlin. And his parents are Joe and Lucille McLaughlin. After high school, to play football after high school, and to study theology, to do youth ministry, and help coach football later on. His favorite Bible verse is Psalm 145:3. The Lord is great and is to be highly praised. His greatness is beyond understanding. His biggest influence, my parents, because they taught me all the amazing teachings of the faith for my future. I'd like to thank God for being the center of my life, guiding me in every step I take. And I'd like to thank my parents for being my biggest support in life. My siblings for being the best friends I've ever had and always supporting me. My first coach for being an awesome influence to me as a person. And all my football coaches for teaching me every single detail I've ever needed to be the best football player and man that I can be. And that was Mike McLaughlin. Next we have Wyatt Lee Moss. And his parents are Farron and Issa Moss. After school, I plan to attend Pensacola Christian College, where I will be, Lord willing, pursue a degree in business. Okay. All right. Sorry. And his favorite Bible verse is James 1:4. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. His biggest influence. My biggest influence would have to be my dad, because he taught me if I put God first, everything else would fall into place. He also encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone, to figure out what I could do and didn't like, but most importantly, his goal for me has always been for me to be a brighter light for Christ. I would like to thank God for everything and for giving me the physical ability to play football. Second, I'd like to thank my parents for raising me, my sisters, and Seth for being the typical big brother I needed, who helped me prove that I am capable of things I thought I couldn't do. Lastly, I'd like to thank all of NVHAA for all my coaches and teammates and for being a great Christ-like influence that helped shape me throughout my high school years. And that was Wyatt Moss. Next, we have Javier Zaya Perez. His parents are Edwin Perez. After high school, he plans to go to college. His favorite Bible verse is 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him." The Lord does not look at things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. His biggest influence. God is the biggest influence in my life because he changed my whole life around making me closer to him. He would like to thank my friends who helped me become homeschooled and convinced me to play for the Centurions. And that was Javi Perez. Next, we have Samson David Stanley. His parents are Rodney and Elizabeth Stanley. After school, he plans to pursue engineering at Virginia Tech. Civil engineering at Virginia Tech. His favorite Bible verse is Revelation 22:7. Look, I am coming soon. Blessed is the one who keeps the words of the prophecy written in this scroll. His biggest influence has been his parents, and he would like to thank his parents and all of his teammates. That's Samson Stanley. Next, we have Joseph Van Dam. His parents are Dan and H.J. Van Dam. After high school, I plan to attend college and then serve 2-year mission to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. His favorite Bible verse is John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. His biggest influence, my parents. They have made me who I am today through their teaching and love. He would like to thank my parents for letting me play football. I would like to thank all the coaches, players, staff, and everyone else who has made this possible. That's Joseph Van Dam. And we have Mark Vivian. Parents are John Vivian and Cynthia Vivian. After high school, he plans to go to trade school. His favorite Bible verse is 2 Kings 2:23 and 24. From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. After he was walking along the road, some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. "Get out of here, Baldy," they said. "Get out of here, Baldy." He turned around, looked at them, and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. Boy, we're ending on a high note there. And his biggest influence, my mom, for teaching me how to act like a true Christian, and he would like to thank his parents. So these are all of your seniors from this year. So if we could get another round of applause for them all. I think now we're going to try and get a group shot of everybody, and then we're going to get one with just the players and coaches after that. So we're going to have a couple of pictures here, if we can get everybody arranged rather quickly. Sort of really scrunch in.